guys, let's take a stroll through stop 6. So I'm out right now driving for dollars, and I'm looking at different houses to add. So when I'm looking at these houses, I'm just looking for signs of distress. So I don't really see any signs of distress. The garage looks good, the paint looks good, the roof looks good. I don't see no tall grass. I don't see, the doors look good. Yeah, so we're gonna move on to the next one. This doesn't look like a distressed seller. But sometimes, you know, something may happen in that house. Something may be going on that they can't afford their payment. So sometimes I'll add them if they look like they're, you know, rent ready. But so, okay, here's a good example of, you know, driving for dollars is more of an art to me than just looking at different houses. The reason why I say that is because you see those burglar bars right there? I'm adding that. Why? I want to know, why haven't they taken that down? You know, something could be going on. Guess what? They got Christmas lights still up. It's January, I think today is the 13th. You still got Christmas lights up. So what's going on in there? Although this is a nice house, I still want to add it because it's a potential. And then you look at the fence, they got a gate, and then they got a I don't know what you call that. So I'm going to add that one to my list. Here's another one. When I look at houses and I see, I call those, hold on one second. I call those eyelids. Those right there. I don't know exactly what they're called. I'm going to find out the name of them, but I call them eyelids. Those are old. Those are very ancient, you know, so the sellers got to be old. Either they're old or they're probably retired. So you never know. They may need to sell their house. We never know what's going on. But that's just signs of distress to me. Like it's a very old house. So maybe there's some stuff going on in there. But those are things that I'm looking at. If I see cracks in the paint, if I see any type of cracks in the foundation, I'm adding those houses. They got Christmas lights up still. They could be fine though, but that's a very nice house. So I personally, I would add it just because I'm an investor. That's what I do. I just love houses. But those lights, that fence, you see they still got Christmas lights up. That fence is pretty old looking. So I'm gonna add it. Let's look on to the next one. This is a pretty nice house. So we'll move on to the next one. This is probably a pretty good neighborhood where everybody's established. Nobody's going anywhere. But you might find, you know, 5 or 10 of those distressed houses. So they got those burglar bars right there. You know, that's a sign of maybe an older person, an elderly person. You know, the porch is kind of falling off. It's falling apart. I'm going to add them. I'm adding them all day. It's just small signs like that that says I need this house sold. You know, I would add this one. They got furniture out here just waiting, like what's going on. So I would add, if you see furniture in front of a house, add them. You never know what's going on. Just add them, add the lead. Look for those small details. Those are signs of distress. So remember when I was saying people that have windows, but they don't have any blinds or curtains? Well, maybe they got curtains, but they don't have any blinds. Why do you not have blinds in your windows? So I'm going to add this one as well. They got an old shed. I'm adding it. It's just small signs that tells me this house needs to be sold, and I'm interested in it. So you just pay attention to the small details. It'll help you become a better drive for dollar or whatever you want to call it. But here's a good one. I can't really. No, I'm actually doing a training video. I'm an investor. No. So anyway, you're gonna have a couple people looking at you different just because you're driving slow in the area. So just be mindful of that. I'm glad I caught that on camera. Just be mindful of that when you're driving through people's neighborhood. You don't really want to do what I'm doing as far as, okay, here's a good one. Here's a very good one. This one, they have no blinds in the windows. They have burglar bars on their door. They got lots of trees, and it just looks old and it looks outdated. I'm adding that one. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So you wanna be careful, especially when you're riding around neighborhoods like the one that I'm in. I'm in Stop 6. People used to, you know, gunshots and stuff like that when people drive by. But just kind of be mindful of that. Be careful, because this isn't, you know, people aren't used to people just driving around looking at houses. So they're going to have their guards up, and that's okay. You just let them know, hey, I'm just kind of buying houses in the area. I'm looking for something that I want to buy. But here's another good one. You see those burglar bars? That's an older house. I'm going to add it to my list. You know, the house looks fine. It doesn't look real bad, but it's just small signs. I'm adding those to my list. So the point is, the more properties I add to my list, the better chance that I'm going to land a deal. So if I'm only adding 5 a day, I don't think I'll get a deal just adding 5 houses just because they look torn down. But here's another one I just saw. The siding looked terrible on this one. So this is a good property to get right here. I would add this one to my list. I don't see any signs of distress on that one, although the paint is old, but I see a lot of potential right here. This house. So you got old trash in the front. The garage door is all junked up, bad paint. You got the eyelashes that I was talking about. You got the burglar bars on the door. It's an older house, it's outdated. They may need to sell. They may need some cash. We could be their solution. See any signs of distress on here. So you guys kind of getting a bigger picture of when I'm driving for dollars. I'm not just looking at old ran down houses, because sometimes you can get a house that looks just like this perfectly fine, but look, I see the eyelashes on there. Something may be going on. Why didn't you remove those? You're a homeowner. Homeowners always want to keep up their maintenance on their house so that their value can go up. Homeowners love value, because they know when they sell their house, they can get the most out of it. So if things make you question it, such as, you know, why do they have that big old tree right there or bush right there in front of their house? Why didn't they cut that? You know? So it's just some stuff to think about. Stuff that make you ask questions. Here's another good one. This is an older house. You can tell it's old. If you see an older house in the neighborhood, add it. If it looks like it doesn't belong in that neighborhood, add it. Oh, they got a little toy car. That's cool. But I'll keep you guys updated with more videos and pictures.